Yo, what is going on? What is happening right now? Old T.O. George. Yo, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. George, appreciate you. Yes, Slayer. Love that Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much. Back from camping vacation. Boy, I'm exhausted. I'm gonna be honest. Nothing like sleeping in a tent to make you just absolutely exhausted. So I'm gonna rock a frenzy barb here. I haven't really ran one much in like years. I've been thinking about it for a while and just decided going back to single player, why not we do it? So I'm gonna do it. Decisions. Am I stack a bunch of magic find to try to help out ever so slightly the Tyros might, or like the max? I don't really want to do max damage charms. I don't know. So we're gonna go MF. We're gonna go MF charms. I can always switch it to a later date. So
early morning slaying, hell yeah.
B-Dub, thank you so much for the Twitch Prime sub. Ooh, thank you. Where do I think? Let me double check here real quick. I don't know if we're all stacked up. Body's wrecked. Yeah, B-Dub knows what's up. That's how it goes, huh? Do I have an Annie over there? I don't remember. We'll grab the other one though. I got a couple of pieces here. Couple of pieces. Can't dig single player, to be honest. All right, Mutu, that's okay. I'll check you. You know, you can come back and you just don't have to watch. It's fine. Because, you know, I much prefer single player. So catch you next time you decide to watch. Peace out. But grab the Annie over here. There's all the MFs. Is this the one we got? Full, Pals, Bill, Isha. Let me go check the MF character. Or I mean the Jewel character. Junk Jewels. Bases, charms. Maybe they're there. You said I wouldn't find Tyros might just play in the odds. Yeah, I mean, I don't blame you on that one. Don't blame me at all. I mean, I think I'm gonna find it, but I mean, wishful thinking. Am I right? I should have counted how many I needed. Let's grab all 7s. I don't know. I must have had some better ones on a different character too. We'll just take that many for now. Smolps, what's going on? Brad, what is up, Trash? What's up, everybody? Maddie. Once again, B-Dubs. George, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub there over on Twitch.
Lions in 10 days.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy to even think about. Trash, thank you for the 19 months of Slayer. 10 days. That is pretty crazy. That is pretty crazy. We need 8 more, huh? Should I say 7 more? We'll go get them for some of the other characters. What a legend, Trash. Coming around in 2 years pretty soon, huh? We should have some magic finders sitting around over here. Yeah, Togo, I pretty much kind of obviously you probably know we're not going to find it, but you know, if every day, 2, 3, 4, 5, if every day I say I'm going to find it, eventually I'll be right. Allegedly. Gold Magic finds good evening. Peace, or welcome in, I mean. I just need to find a couple more MF charms and we're going to get out there. Wicked Ball, my neighbor, kind of, sorta. Here's some. I feel like I need some lightning res anyway, so why don't we grab these 6s that have got some good lightning res on them? Fire, I think is. We'll grab that anyway. So 2, 4, 6, 7. There is a Terrorized Worldstone Keep coming up on single player, but I don't know if I'll want to do it with a Frenzy Barb. I do have like good gear, I guess, but boy, I don't know. Even if you have good gear, don't like it much. I might have to mix it around too, because I don't have it min-max for survivability necessarily. Also, I like I said, I haven't played it. Usually I only do the Frenzy Barb like early on, kind of, sort of. What is this even on? I should have paid attention. It's probably on 1, I think. What? What happened? I just got on. Just went live. General Bardock, thank you for the raid. Appreciate you. Maybe we'll try 3 on the Frenzy Barb. I mean, I do have briefs, so I mean. And I don't know. It is terrorized, so I guess I should kind of MF or item find everything. Thanks so much for the rate of 12. Welcome in all the raiders there on Twitch. George, hey, welcome in. Oopsie. Miss. Get that, Tyriels. I appreciate you. I'm more than likely going to find it today. Most likely. Allegedly. That's what they tell me. Stone skin. A little bit slower to use stone skin. No big deal. There are a few different things I could change on this too. I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. I don't have a Reaper's Toll on the Mercenary, but... I have an insight because I wanted to make sure when I teleported out there I didn't run out of mana and have some sketchy issue like that happen. Oop, miss again. Got the loot. Yo, welcome in. Very early at 9 a.m. where I'm at. I seen the Terror Zone set up. I was going to stream later. I got to cut the grass today and about 9 other things, so... Appreciate you, Bardock, once again. Valak, yo, welcome in there over on Twitch. Oops, keep hitting the wrong button. I'll show you guys what I got. Maybe feel free to throw out some opinions on my gear setup if you guys want to. Not saying I'll take any of your advice, but just throw it out there. Maybe I'll like what I hear from you guys. You know what I'm saying? Everyone's got different opinions on what they're trying to do and what they think, so it's not beyond me to learn something from y'all. 6 a.m. where Fishaholic is. Yeah, I suppose if you're out west coast, huh? If you're west coast, Cali or something. Or anything out there, Seattle, or even, I don't know how far over it goes. Does it go over in Utah and stuff? I'm not even sure. Should have probably teleported there, but don't have the min-max on the playstyle yet either. Oregon, gotcha. Advice for what? Oh, I'm just saying, like, gear setup and stuff like that, George. You know, maybe someone throws something out there and, like, yeah, that is a good idea. Kind of like, I don't know, the only one that comes to mind is kind of from chat. Somebody had recommended throwing on a 5-isted Rune Master for Cannot Be Frozen, the Magic Find and stuff, so good, you know, good item for specifically Energy Shield at Nova Sorceress for sure. Mana increased, or a mana after kill. A lot of times different boots go with that, but this is another good option for those and some other stuff, so. Silk Weaves are a cool one. Underutilized. You have on single player, one of the I guess you could say bad things about single player, or unfortunate. You end up not needing a lot of stuff when you find everything you play for so long, but. Hostile Ducky says, hard finding stuff for a Whirlwind Barb when you're just on the playthrough, huh? Yeah, Barbarians are, in my opinion, each their own if you differ, but one of the hardest playthroughs, one of the slowest in my opinion. Just hard to level, really. Ooh. Yeah, I switched this to players 3. I could probably even bump it up, maybe. Everything's going down in a swing or two, so I'm not sure. Yeah, like that one was 2. I thought one of these people were 1, so not sure what I want to do here. First run, so. Anik saying, Silkweed's one of the last 30 items you have left in your grail, huh? That's kind of funny. It's not the rarest one. It's not the most common, but not the rarest one either. Oh, I didn't even... Or actually, because the way I have it set up, I think I only have 1 point in the battle orders right now, so... You can see it's not really a lot of help. Of course, I am running the pits here, so it's not like... Huh, these guys are taking a minute. Ooh, boy. Hello, what's going on, Victor? Welcome in. Barb looks like he's on crack, running around super quick, all hopped up on All hopped up on Mountain Dew. Oh yeah, I can use my macro now. I forgot. I'm on single player. Enigma and Frenzy. So I swapped back. This is offline single player. I'm pretty sure I put that in the title, didn't I? Let me look at the YouTube again. Did I not put that offline? Yeah, off. It literally the title of the stream is offline. So, but yeah, I guess maybe they just didn't see it. But yeah, I switched back to offline now. That was there. Let's get this over here. Don't lose it. So here is what I'm rocking. I definitely could switch it around somewhat. I have some other ideas. So dual frenzy. On single player, you get what you get. So one of these is real bad. One of them's better, but also not great. So a couple frenzies, or a couple griefs, I mean. Did I say dual frenzies? Dual griefs. Chammed area, it's like a boss. I got Enigma, you got Walk Run, a ton of strength, Magic Find, I can teleport out there faster, which getting to where you want to go can save you so much efficiency, like increasing what you can find because you're getting so many more monsters taken down. Laying of Hands, a great choice for lots of melees. I got a couple of rare rings here. I want to make up some resistances on this, and I didn't know where I wanted to do it, so we got a ring here with Life Leech and the resistances. Got a little bit of Mana Leech. I think this is the only Mana Leech I got, but you don't need much, but a bunch of strength in the Fire Res. I have no Fire Res on this one, so we make it up over here along with some other stuff to help us out. Now, it might seem weird. We'll go with this first. Couple Heart of the Oaks. Teleport out there faster. You get a bunch of skills to help out your Battle Lords and stuff. The skills help out your Find Item and stuff, too. So you got that. Plus the FCR, you can item find faster if you get to 105, and I kind of decided to do that. So I got teleporting at 105 breakpoint. So to do that, I got an Arachnid's Mesh down here, actually. The skill help out find item, teleport out there, and find item faster. And then we got a Caster Amulet up here to get us over the 105. Is it necessary to do that? I don't know. That's what I decided to go with. So Torch Annie Geeds, of course. And then all Magic Find Small Charms down here, mostly 7s. Few 6s with some stuff on it. So, and on over here, so since we're teleporting out, and we don't have very much mana, I decided to throw the Insight on over here. Kind of a good amount of damage. Reaper's Toll, obviously, for the physicalness you could do, but decided not to really worry about it. Andy's Fortitude. That way, when you're like finding item, you don't run out of mana or anything. And I mean, you do leech it all back super quick, so. 6-isted Phase Blade on a so 6-isted on the offhand with Frenzy, huh? I don't know about that. I don't know the way that the just with the grief damage. Maybe there's something I'm missing or something why you would do that. But so the grief damage, the added damage, does the one grief damage apply over to the other Phase Blade that isn't, and or do these not apply together? There could be an interaction that I'm not aware of, possibly, but that doesn't sound offhand what I would want to do, but maybe things don't work the way I think that is. Fine Silk Weaves or Hork Silk Weaves, I found them on that first run there, so yeah, I kind of thought they didn't stack, but I thought when you were swinging one weapon and then the other one, so half of your swings would do essentially no damage if you went with a 6-isted Phase Blade on the other hand. So if I was zerking, yeah, but on a Frenzy, I don't think so. But yeah, I just kind of we'll just say I kind of winged it on my own creation here based upon just kind of what I know about the game, I guess you could say. It's one of the ones I never really rocked ever before. Not an endgame version, really, anyways. Elrune, no. Divine says double grief better than everything. It for the price, absolutely, for sure. I know some people like Last Wish around. Definitely for the pits, I don't think you need it unless you come across some of the most disastrous archer packs. Like a couple of them next to each other. Character level, I'm 94. I would like to get this up to 95 too. And if I show you the amulet I have in my inventory, you'll understand kind of why. I have it's a 95 level required, but it's a 2 Barb 17 FCR with like some other stuff on it to help out. I really wanted to get that, so yeah, for Frenzy, hard to go wrong with 2 Griefs. That's what I was thinking. Some of the other gear pieces I wasn't sure. Maybe if getting to the 105 is really unintelligent, and maybe I should just go like High Lords. But the thing is, you could throw on like whatchamacallit, you know, one of the melee belts or whatever, String of Ears or something. But how much is that really going to help me out? Like, I don't know how much that's really going to help me out, you know, so. Oh, you're hiding over here. Oh, nah, 194, unfortunately. If that was a little higher, it'd be cool. Let's see. Last Wish and a Might Aura could change Merc Aura to Blessed Aim. Last Wish. Let me look that up real quick. I didn't think. It sounds like you're saying Last Wish Might Aura. I thought Last Wish had Life Tab on it or something. Let's see. Last Wish. It sounds stupid. I never make it because it's so expensive. I got to remember here. It's so expensive. Tough to get to. So Fade and Life Tap, yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, it does have the Might Aura on it too. Yeah, okay. It is nasty. That is a nasty item. Holy smokes. Definitely. Ooh, I could make it maybe. 3 Jaws and a. Oh my gosh. That's why I forgot what was on it. I never make it. How does that have so much stuff on it? That's even crazier than I thought it was. / remembered. I usually don't remember stuff I never use. So. Scott, what's going on? Early stream. Yeah, a little bit early. I've seen a few good Terror Zones, and I don't know. Didn't want to be that guy cutting his grass early in the morning, but I do need to cut the grass, but I decided to stream now, and it's kind of nice weather in Michigan. It's like a high of 75 today, which is primo nice for Michigan weather. Soul Rune. So, oh boy. Don't know if I can choke down making Last Wish on single player. I kind of wish I could have it to use and try, but I don't necessarily know that I need Blessed Aim either, because I did actually pump. I didn't show this off to you guys. I put a bunch of points into Dex actually to get the percentage up. I guess this one's monster's only a 90, so, or 89. So that's why my life seems so low. But I was gonna try this out and see how it went. First of all, Casey, D2R or Project Diablo 2? Yeah, it's not that I like D2R more than Project Diablo 2. I actively dislike Project Diablo 2. I do not like that game. I do not like that mod. So most D2 mods I do not like, because they always just go way over the top. They jump to shark, as you may say. The first couple seasons of D2R I liked a lot, actually. Like a ton. But I think it got worse and worse and worse, personally. I haven't played it in, like, many seasons now, though. So, Jordan, yo! Welcome in. Dual Last Wish for the stacking up to a level 34 Might Aura. Legendary. Now, here we go. We go Dual Grief, and then you take your Last Wish on an Act 5 Mercenary. Dual Last Wish Act 5 Mercenary. Now, would those both stack and then go on to you to, like, just go hambone? So here's where you go a little bit slower on these guys, but... Double Last Wish Act 5 Barb. If I was a true a true good D2 player, I would do that, but unfortunately, I'm just yeah, with a hustle on a Merc. Yeah. Ooh. Let's see. That's a different level Mydor, isn't it? I forget. Let's see. I don't know if they'd stack or not with the armor too. So I guess it sounds like a lot of people say that it would. So do it. I mean, I can't. I don't have 6 jaws on single player. I can't do that. Jeez. That'd be cool though. Hero edit in and try it out. Yeah, I definitely could do that, Jordan. I could just test it out just to see if it's something I'd want to do. I think I might have 3 jaws, actually. I might have 3 jaws sitting around. I mean, what else am I going to do with them, right? Am I right? Let's just look and see what I got. I'm not saying I'm going to make a last wish right now, but I just thought, you know what? I want to go look. Where's Big Rock's at? There he is. Scott, you meanie head. Don't say that. Mixon says he mod your D2R to have the quality of life stuff. Yeah, I'd kind of be on board with that, I suppose. Oh boy, I got a whole bunch of them. I am a big fan of the quality of life stuff, and there's actually a reason I don't do that, which I could easily. I had that stuff in old D2, but I know I get a bunch of people like spamming my comments, like accusing, and it's fine, people say whatever they want on the internet, but they spam your comments accusing you of cheating, and like, oh look, he's playing one of those mods, this isn't even real D2, it's got like triple drop odds, this guy's a cheater, blah blah blah, and stuff like that. So, and because when I first started this, there wasn't really any good mods for D2R, and then they changed it to allow more easier modding and stuff, I decided, because I had like 2 grail items left, I would just forget it and I'd finish the grail before trying any of those mods and stuff. And then now we're like 2 years later and I haven't found Shale's Might still, so you know. So I do have 3 jaws. I got all these bursts, actually. I kind of forget how many of these I got, huh? Oh boy, I got a whole bunch of those. Jeez. Yeah, well, you're not a big loser. Just play Diablo 2 full time for 4 years and you'll have a bunch of jaw runes. So that's all you got to do. It's kind of crazy the number of burr runes I find, like, lately. Because actually, anything under anything under Ohm, I cube together and I cube them up to the higher runes. So, but I stopped at low. I cubed them all up to low, and I went, you know what? At that point, if I want something higher, I can cube the lows up higher. But low is like the first rune that's hard to get, that you need like several of them to make some important rune words. So, I mean, what other rune word besides, there's Last Wish and I think maybe Faith are 2 rune words, but Faith only needs 1 jaw, right? I mean, I feel like it would be irresponsible for me not to make a Last Wish, right? Let me know in the comments right now. Do you think I should make a Faith rune word? Or I mean, not a Faith, Last Wish right now? I feel like it'd be irresponsible. Dual Dream set. Oh, does Dream need jaw too? Boy. Blizzard, why are you doing this to us? Why are you doing this to us? Why do you make every rune word need a jaw? Every one. IO jaw pull. Okay, well, I got all those burr runes. I could cube those, but you need the burrs too. Dang it. Yeah. Dual Dream. That's a good idea. Passion to get what? Zeal? So you can make a Zeal sword. Dual Dream. Or no, you can't do Dual Dream because it's a shield. Or wait, maybe you could. and then max out Lightning Mastery or something. Is that what I was going to say here? Yeah, it says right there, Lightning Mastery. I figured. Dream massively overrated, says Beal. I've never tried it. I don't know that I've really ever seen anyone do something like that. So yeah, we'll have to check and see. Do I have a good base? I mean, oh yeah, I should be. I forgot on single player I want to go to the right side. I totally messed up the last drop that I had. Because I forgot. I do left screen on online. I do right screen on single player. Oh well, it'll be fine. Ja. That's the painful thing about single player too. Like if I want to make a Tesla din, you have to do it in a shield. But then if I want to do that double dream Sork, then I have to do it in a something else. Probably a troll nest, I would guess, or something similar. But making 2 dream shields on single player is painful. I could do Faith too, yeah. What Faith has like fanaticism on it. I could do maybe a Faith. Last Wish and Faith. Do the Act 1 Mercenary on the Frenzy. Alright, let's see what I got for Runeward bases real quick. I don't know if I can talk myself into it right now. Even though I want to. I mean, good enough, right? I would assume you have to do it in a Phase Blade. One of your favorite builds, the Tesla din, Mutu. I've heard, yeah. Oh, Crystal Sword. Almost got me good. Or Socketed. Ooh, that's perfect for a Passion, maybe. Dual Grief, more DPS. Yeah, well, we're thinking Bardock, Last Wish, and then I could swap the Merc, and I could get Fanaticism too, or something else. Yeah, something like that. Eh. Either way, I've never made a Last Wish on single player. These Ja runes are just eating up space. And I mean, what's the point of finding Ja runes if you're never going to make rune words with them? Am I right? So yeah, at least I got that one. Yeah, so a lot of the advice I see, people come down with a lot of advice like making rune words for specific exact builds, right? So I gotta make a rune word that's going to be the most beneficial for the most builds on single player. So like battle axe, we'll say the number of times that you dual wield to use an axe or something like that, like I would have to make another grief, a battle axe, or grief or whatever, or a grief Zerker, I mean, Berserker axe. I guess I could make another grief too, because sword mastery and axe mastery at the same time is like impossible, right? Figuratively, you could do it, but I guess that's it. I guess I just have the one. So bases 3. Wait, where's bases 2 at? All your bases are belong to us. Bases. There she is. On single player Nova or Javazon, is it better to farm all the boss groups or get the seal boss to go for Diablo? In general, Eagle, you want to farm everything. You're talking about terror zones, so yeah, in general, you want to kind of do everything if it's terrorized, if you can. The only reason to pop seals is if you're doing something specialized, like seal pop trick on a budget character, or yeah, something like that. Oh, it's a crystal sword. Almost got me again. Last Wish help with Ubers. Yeah, I'm definitely never doing Ubers ever again. Where's the other one at? Include Runeward Holy Grail. The only thing is, if I do that, I'll never finish it, because I'm definitely not going to be... Like, how many Zod runes am I going to find? Am I right? Dang it, I keep going to the wrong... Mule. If T-Foss says that if it wasn't single player, you could free up that space for me. Yeah. True story, yeah. That's usually what I do online, give everything away. So I guess we'll go with that one. That's like the best. I mean, not that the ED really helps a lot on the phase blade, I'm going to be perfectly honest. I don't keep everything. 6 open socket crystal sword for Is. I'm not sure. I forget why I kept that. Maybe I might have had that one for a super long time. Didn't they make those increased attack speed changes, like not right when D2R came out? It was kind of a halfway between when it came out and nowadays, perhaps. So I might have had it from before. I probably just need to check it out, to be honest. You just kind of forget about it. Oh, I don't. Can I do this? Let me. I'm gonna type it in here. Last wish D2R. So you guys sure you think I should make this? You guys are sure? It would be sick. Oh my gosh, you just know it's gonna roll like 332. 61% chance of crushing blow. Oh man. Life tap on striking, a might, aura. Take a pull. Everyone's gonna say to make it. So really, but Dream too. I can't make. I'm not gonna be able to make Dream. Dream on. I don't know. Last wish is so nasty. Gear fear. I know. Yeah, gear fear. All right. Hey, you can always just find more Jaw runes. Am I right? Ja. Mal, Sir, Burr. Oh my gosh. And a Burr rune and a Mal. Let's see. Mal. I got some of those over here. What's up, babe? Sure. Well, at least I don't have to go to the other rune mule that has the lower runes because I don't need any of those. I don't need any of them. Okay, so Ja, let me pull this up on the other screen here. Let's see. Ja, Mal, Ja, Sir, Ja, Burr. Ja, Mal, Ja, Sir, Ja, Burr. I don't know if this is a great idea, but how bad could it be, right? Got yeah, Beal pretty insistent on Dream being overrated. Could be. I do have a Beast. Someone said try Beast. I really should just make a Grief Zerker one day, just to try like the double Grief with Beast or something. That could be. Yeah, Beast has Fanaticism. So many different things you could do. Nikarachi, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Ooh, appreciate you. Thank you. So, am I actually going to do this? I'm actually going to make Last Wish on single player right now. I pretty much would only use this on a Frenzy Barb, huh? I'm never going to farm Ubers again, so what other builds use Last Wish besides Frenzy? How about Ethbreath the Dying Ogrimal? I wish, Scott. Unfortunately, that's it's probably like the worst base to use, to be honest, but Scrubs Bubs, yo, thank you for the continued Slayership. Oh, appreciate ya. Don't do it. I mean, you got to make rune words with your runes, right? Besides that, what you gonna do, huh? Fury Druid Last Wish for Group Phase Blade. So expensive it is. I still have another Jaw. I still have 4 more Burr runes. I have 6 low runes that I can cube up if I need to / want to. More Sur runes, and I'm obviously going to find more runes. I'm going to keep playing. So, unless I find Tyrell's Might right now, and then I'm going to stop playing. I'm never going to play again. I'm going to quit. I guess I'm just going to do it. So, it's expensive, but I think I'm gonna do it right now. Okay, Ja Mal, Ja Sir, Ja Burr. For the hype, for the stream, for the content. Ja Mal, Ja Sir, Ja Burr. I'm gonna triple check it one more time. Ja Mal, Ja Sir, Ja Burr. Ja Mal, Ja Sir, Ja Burr. Ja Mal, Ja Sir, Ja Burr. Now, for single player, you always want to quadruple check when you're using 3 Jaws at the same time. All right, here we go. It's so expensive. I think I'm having a heart attack. It's just pixels on a screen, right? Ja Mal, Ja Sir, Ja Burr. Ja Mal, Ja Sir. 81, 70 crushing blow. I mean, that's max crushing blow, right? What did it? Let me pull this up real quick next to here. We got the 70 crushing blow, and it was, wow, did it roll perfect? Almost perfect. It rolled perfect crushing blow, and it was 8%. It was 8% enhanced. So it rolled like 3 off of perfect on the ED and perfect on the crushing blow. It's expensive, and it was hard to make. But if you're gonna make one, you want it to roll almost perfect. So, oh yeah. Oh. Make another. Make another. Well, that makes up for the grief rolls, I guess. I need to take a deep breath real quick. Kind of stressful. More stressful than it really should have been, I suppose. Grief last wish. So we got a might merc. Should I not do the might merc and do something else? Maybe go grab the blessed aim like somebody said, and then I could actually take points out of decks. I was, and I don't know the way that the flat damage on grief works, because it doesn't show up in the stats page, right? I don't know the way that it necessarily helps you. So here's what I'm trying to say. I put points into strength to bump up the damage, but then I wasn't sure how much it was really pumping it up, because grief is like an invisible added to it. So blessed aim. Oh, I think I have a pride actually, don't I? Didn't I make a pride? I could do a pride blessed aim.
Baby 43 donated $9.99 through
Jeezy, yo!
Last wish hype GG roll.
Thank you so much, Jeezy baby. Ooh. Thank you. Freezes target on pride. Oh, does pride have has concentration, doesn't it? JC Mog said he's a bigger fan of just enough strength to wear your gear. Yeah. Gotcha. So I'm gonna pull everything off my mercenary. I think I'm gonna go bless aim or whatever. I could always try the double barb setup would be cool. And I'd have to think about it too. We can always swing stuff around too. You know, this isn't set in stone what I'm doing. So Calrune, legendary. Am I gonna? I don't remember if I'm cubing these up, or I guess maybe I was. Holy Freeze, a nice choice. So Holy Freeze is like a no-go for me, because body shattering is like a disaster on a Magic Find Barb. If you weren't worried about like finding everything, yeah. Yeah, just made Last Wish Degenerate, and it rolled almost perfect in a superior base. It ended up with 381 ED when it maxes at 375, with a perfect 70 Crushing Blow, so. Bill finally bit the Last Wish bullet. Yeah, true story. All right, let's go. What was I doing? Oh, yeah. Let's go get that other mercenary here. I'm getting super distracted, am I right? Double, triple check here. Yep, nothing on there. Don't want to nuke my gear. Wait. Oh, it's right here. Oh, it's Emilio, too. Let's go. Everyone knows if your Emilio's actually named Emilio, it doubles his damage, so. Let me go grab... I do have a Reaper's Toll... Pride. Pride. Let's go see what I got. Where am I looking here? Where's my rune words at? There we go. Because, yeah, does Pride just have cold damage on it? Is the, quote-unquote, negative or whatever? Oh, it frees target 3. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, we'll try it. I mean, you make an expensive rune word, you want to use it. So we'll go concentration. Yeah. See, Last Wish on the Act 5 Merc. Yeah, where I'd have to make another Grief, which I could, I guess. Does Beast have more... It says Might on it too, right? Beast, I can't recall. It's another one I barely use, to be honest, because of the expensiveness. Yeah, that's not the website I wanted to go to. It is. I'm just pulling up super quick. Let's see. Oh, Fanaticism. Yeah, okay. Not by Fanaticism. Fanaticism is crazy. So it could be Act 5, Last Wish, Grief on the Act 5, with Beast, Grief on the character. What was I just doing? Oh yeah, I grabbed the Pride. Let's just go with what I got. I appreciate the, it's all stuff I can take under advisement. Yeah, I know that the it has freeze target, but that's only on striking, and I'm hoping, since it's not like a wide variety, that the damage output that it'll add to me will outweigh the freeze target. Because Holy Freeze freezes everything, so there's no getting around it. But, I'm hoping, for the most part, that the Mercenary will not be killing things. The idea is that I'm going to be killing monsters, and he's just there to help out a little bit. See the mana drop down instantly from just teleporting a few times? It's part of the thing. I guess it'll be fine once I have, whatchamacallit. Why am I swinging so slow? Did I... Why is it killing at quarter the speed? Fade's pretty crazy. Might be regretting it already. Because the Last Wish does, like, almost no damage. Because it doesn't have the grief damage on it. Let me think. It seems like I'm swinging way slower with that. So you're missing the increased attack speed on the second one. The attack speed is crazy slower. Do the tap here. Maybe it got unequipped thing or whatever. Charcy, the last wish I just made. Good, might do that. Kraken, run real fast. Avenger Guard. Oh boy. Let's see. Concentration, pride, lose the might. I wonder what I forget what the might aura would have been. Yeah, I'm completely out of mana too without having the insight, as I thought that might happen. Not the way I expected it to go. Last wish Iron Golem. Throw on a metal grid. Oh, man. Yeah, Britt, now everybody, you got to remember, I'm on offline single player. I can't make 3, last wishes. It's not, I'm not online with JSP and I can just buy anything I want, you know what I'm saying? But so it's one thing we got to take into consideration. Maybe you didn't know. Maybe you didn't know. So maybe the double grief, Act 5, maybe the way to go. So after this run, I'm going to throw on the double grief with the pride and just see what's up for a run. But maybe the Act 5, last wish, something else. Well, of course something else, but Quit Monk, what's up? What's up? Yeah, life tap isn't really too important on this character. I mean, you like never run out of life essentially, unless you're getting like hit so hard that it like just nukes you in one hit. So try Trav here. Who doesn't love Trav, right? Trav will be kind of sort of better for testing anyways. So shorter runs a little bit, huh? Also, a little bit, it'd be, I don't know about I'd say harder survivability, but, This on players 3. Stone Skin's gonna be kind of slow. Life tap saved the Merc there. Pretty slow, sort of, to be honest. Oop. Dang it, I hit the wrong button. I tried to give my mercenary a, wow, look at the healing on them suckers. Yeah, this is going to be not optimal here. We'll hit the dual grief. See if I can take... Jeez, these guys are going to rip me out here. Terrorize the whatchamacallit. Mantis, I appreciate you. I'm definitely not the best, but I appreciate the kind words anyways. I mean, that's not a bad circlet. Not perfect, but 220 Necro with like a good amount of strength on it. That's cool. I'll compare this to what I got on single player and see what's up. It's not bad. Not perfect, not bad. Check what we got. Yeah, I don't know how much. Maybe I could look and see and actually compare it, but the concentration aura on the mercenary relative to the might aura I had before, I don't know that it seems any different, if not even better, but streaming early. Mustang, yo. Yeah, a little early. Let's try here. Let's try the concentration. See, no, that's not going to be a good idea. Let's see. Depending on, obviously doing Trav, we won't really need the insight, I don't think, but Yeah, I mean, maybe Reaper, maybe like Reapers and just a Might Act 2 is like the best option, maybe. How much damage does that add, actually? What's in here? Oh, I forgot about that. Let's look at... Let's just hop out here real quick. See, the hard thing is calculating it when you don't, you know, because the grief numbers don't really add into it. I guess you just go by the percentage. So it went up 200, which is the like 28% or something increase on the damage. Yeah, because even with this, the thing out of Trav too is keeping your mercenary alive partially. I mean, when you're Fortitude Andes and on a P3 and your mercenary's barely surviving, you got to give him potions. It's like, see, even this is dual grief, and really not going any faster, to be honest. The thing is, too, is I didn't put any points into into Berserk, which would help chop out a guy like that. Probably should do that here. Bardock, I have a Blessed Dame Merc right now, actually. I switched that to the Blessed Dame Merc right now. But then I don't have the Might Aura, because I took off the Last Wish. I already got the Blessed Dame. A bunch of attack rating, a little bit, nothing. I guess I don't really want to do that. What was I was thinking about trying the Act 5 too. But then I would need to do something. I need to make another grief of some kind. I could swap. I could make another grief in a Berserker Axe. Go Beast. Beast, Grief, Zerkers, and then do the Act 5 with Last Wish Grief. Could do that. Thought the concentration aura would really feel a little bit better there. I do have a bunch of points into the decks. Yeah, I would have to... Yeah, I guess that's a good point. I do have the Blessed Aim. Yeah, let me respec it. Because with the Blessed Aim, I shouldn't need any points in the decks to get up the high, whatever you call it. I could pump a bazillion strength to maybe get the damage up higher. Let's try that. Let's go like half and half strength and vitality, something. Probably more than half there. The one thing let's see, I wasn't sure too is Taunt and Double Swing are both synergies for it, so I can't remember how I just had it spec'd though. I think I actually had Taunt maxed as well. Which, the way the damage is going, I probably should. So we got the Griefs. I got a Reaper's Toll over there right now. Blessed Aim. Let's try the Concentration, I guess. Try her out. Try better rolled Griefs. Oh, I could try that. Somehow slower than before. Merc dead instantly. Yeah, I mean, for survivability, I do actually usually probably... I don't run trav a lot, so I kind of don't think about it. But I think I always, you know, clear as Guardian Angel whenever I come out here, because just the amount of fire and then their, like, zappy attack that's like lightning damage or whatever. Okay, my survivability is fine. I can just sit here and tank it, but the Merc, not so much. Yeah, guys, I get it. Okay. So I see 1,000 people. They think they're funny. So I shouldn't have made Last Wish. I should just only do what specifically you tell me to do. I'll just remember that from now on. Guess I should just specify too. Super not funny is what I'm trying to get at. Super annoying. So if you're trying to annoy me, you're doing a great job. It's up to you, though. What you want to do. So Reapers with the Shale has more attack speed, which means you'll leech life back faster. You got the Decrepify. Right now it's got Blessed Aim. I don't know on the damage necessarily. And the Reapers should get rid of the immune to physical, right? Yeah, he's still got Stone Skin, though. That's mega annoying. Immune to physical and Stone Skin. Immune to physical and Stone Skin. What? Wicked Plumber. Holy moly, thank you so much for an insanely large... It always kind of catches me off guard. You catch me off guard. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for the huge, insane 20 gifted Slayer ships. Oh. Thank you so much. Absolutely insane. If you haven't trashed Know the Assignment, spam some of those evil Marios if you were lucky enough to get gifted a membership, or if you're already a member. Thank you so much once again, Wicked Plumber. Holy moly. Holy moly. So the Reaper's Toll probably felt the fastest so far, to be honest. I do have an ethereal one I just found, but I didn't socket it yet. That felt the best so far, which isn't even having the Might Aura. I wonder if a ton of strength or the Might Aura is going to be more on the damage wise. Let me try to... I think I might just go with the Reaper's Toll. I kind of wanted to go with one of these expensive ones, but maybe the tried and true one is just the tried and true one for a reason. For melee characters, it does have the cold damage on it, but... maybe just Might Reaper's Toll. I should just do it. I mean... you know what? No. Hold on. Let's see. Last Wish, Act 5, Double Grief. I mean, then you're without doing like a beast of some sort. I don't know that it's really worth doing the Act 5, to be honest. Do I have a hustle? A fanaticism hustle might be... let me see what I got. I could make a hustle weapon or whatever, right? I don't know what I would even make that in. I don't know that I remember. Hustle can go in any weapon, right? Put these in alphabetical order. Easier to find. Bring you over here. Hustle. Weapon level 1. So it's just a level 1 fanaticism. That radius is like 0.1, huh? That's not much of a radius, huh? Yeah, F-Ware, you've said the exact same comment probably 9 times now about making Beast again. I do know it, so you don't need to say the same thing again. Just letting you know. I have read the other ones, and I'm aware that you want me to make a Beast in a Berserker Axe, and then make another another Grief. I understand. Lawbringer on the Act 5. Yeah, Lawbringer has the knockback thing for the undead, right? So, I don't know, the level 1 fanaticism, you do teleport and bring them along with you, so you could be close a lot of the time. It's just Shale Co. Eld, so I mean, if I don't have one, I might as well make one. Do I have a 5? Let's double check my mules real quick. It would have to be in a phase blade, am I right? Like, that's what I would have to. I would have to have made it in a phase blade. I would think that's not the right one. So anything, Trash, you say Head Striker, anything that doesn't add damage to me specifically is going to be pointless and worthless to use. I'm not going to be standing behind my mercenary waiting for him to kill stuff, so it's going to be him with me while I kill stuff, you know what I'm saying? So if it's not going to be like double aura from the swords, then I'm just going to use the Act 2 mercenary with stuff. So, oh, they're going to be up here because I was just looking at them. I think. Yeah. Or too small. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, but I just decided I was going to try it. Why do I have a bunch of... Oh no, I have step 2 Lawbringers.
NS Greeny donated $2 through Super Chat. Thanks for the membership.
Greeny, thank you for the $2 Super Chat. Thanking Wicked Plumber, the absolute legend, for the gifted memberships. Thank you so much, NS Greeny, you slayer. We'll try it out, you know. I've been surprised before where I thought something was wrong, so I don't want to just go ahead and right out say that the aura for sure is too small. Do I only have the 2 Runeward mules? So I never made a hustle. How is that possible? How is that possible? I could go Death Beast, maybe, huh? I feel like that is a classic one that people used a lot. Grief, Death for Frenzy. I feel like that... it's hard to remember, it's been a while. But I feel like that was one I had heard back in the day. Let me double check for any more other rune words around here. Really? I guess... Let me check if I have a 3-socketed faceplate. I guess I'll make a... whatchamacallit, even though it's got the small... or radius. I guess I only have those 2 rune word mules. I thought I had more, but... possibly I'm blind? Not sure. Well, none there, I can tell you that much. Sometimes I got to the point where I started to realize, I was like, wait a second, I thought I had all of these rune word bases that I'd been saving. Turns out I wasn't. That's kind of a downside here. Like, it seems like I got a lot of stuff, but... double check. I think I got 1 3-socket faceplate around, right? Guess not. I don't have a 3-socketed faceplate. Look at that. So I guess we're not making... whatchamacallit. Where is looks like Phil? Let's go to here. I do have some low runes, so obviously mentioned a bunch of times for the Grief and a Zerker. It wouldn't be the worst idea because I never made one in a Zerker, so we can get around to trying that one too. I'm not 100% sure how that is going to work for sure, but it could be. It might be better. Some people said they believe it is the goat, so time for cows. Yeah, not on a frenzy barb, I don't think, and that's what I'm going to be rocking right now. So another thing I always double check. You never want to nuke your stuff. Grief is relatively cheap considering I have 6 low runes right now, so Frenzy Barb. What name's the best here? Let's see. Fall Quad? Ooh. I mean, how could you pass on Fall Quad? Don't use a superior base for Zerker. I wouldn't have thought that, but yeah, the repair cost of $70 trillion, right? So I guess maybe we'll just make it a double rune word day, huh? Probably still the Fortitude, and I could throw something else, but I mean, it's already here, so. And Darl's Visage? So we'll make a Grief Zerker. Yeah, I'll have to repair it every run. As long as it can last a full run. I mean, that's the minimum, right? I do have an Ethereal Ariats, which is nasty to throw on the Act 5, right? But let's see if I probably should have checked if I had a Grief base in a Zerker anyways. I think I should, but Marty, what's going on? I decided I have all these rune words, so I decided I was going to make rune words. I have all these runes, I'm saying. So I do have make a Grief Zerker. I got all these lows. Just kind of had that feeling today. Why don't I make some rune words? A lot of this stuff I had already made before, like the Pride, but yeah. So we didn't want to do this in a superior one, anyways. Everyone agree with that? Why don't you just anyone who wants to put their opinion in the chat on this question, just put it in there real quick, and I'll take it into consideration. Should just make it in a standard one, or should I grab a superior base? Because superior is going to cost a lot more, right? And there's no way someone's going to say, like, use Ort runes and repair the durability. I ain't doing that, so. It'll kind of determine, I might go ahead and it might not matter, because if I don't have a superior base anyways, I'm just going to make it in the one I have. So I'm gonna go Beast Grief is what we're thinking. I could just go with the Death there too. Just paying for repair anyways, who cares? Playing is fine. 15 ED isn't a big deal unless you're min-maxing for PvP. A couple things there. Don't use superior, too pricey. Doesn't look like I have one anyways, superior, so I think it's gonna end up a moot point. Yeah, I don't have a superior 5 anyways, so I wonder if I made that Beast Zerker out of a superior. I might have. So let's go to Big Rocks. So we're gonna go low. I feel like it's a Malrune as well, right? Grief. F tier low Malral. Yeah, so F tier Ral. F tier low Malral. This is non-ladder. This is offline single player, Scoob. Answer on the walking pad. Sorry, I missed your comment. Oh yeah, okay, appreciate you. Would I recommend one? If you're a full-time streamer or something, yes. Only get one if you, like, in my opinion, if you know you're for sure gonna make yourself use it. If you aren't like, no, I'm seriously gonna use it and it doesn't bleeping matter, I'm gonna use it no matter what, you know. Because for me, any day, like if I don't go to the gym and I'm also not gonna like cut the grass or something, like today I'm gonna cut the grass, so I'm gonna walk like a mile and a half or something while I'm cutting the grass, you know what I mean? Be hot and sweaty. So I decided not to use it today, but yeah. I forget if I set up a, let's see, hold on one quick second. F here. Wow, I'm almost out of, I gotta remember to start saving some of this stuff up, huh? Oh shoot, what a dumbhead. I just put it on I just put it in my mule's regular inventory, so I'm gonna have to go run normal countess here in a minute. F tier, low mal row. So I just needed F and tier. It's a 1 by deer run. I forget if I put a bot thing in for exclamation treadmill or something for a bot command to put a link to the one I bought, the exact one I bought. I got a link in my YouTube description on my stream, but sorry, on Twitch, they don't have description. So what am I doing here? I put it here because I'm not smart. Yeah, definitely 100% will never ever use Ort runes to repair gear. 100% will never do it. Ever, so. S tier, low, mal, row. What a waste of time that'd be especially getting the chip. You need some chip gem, right? To do that with, or is it a normal one? Man, saving up chip gems and Orts to, oh god. What a disaster. 100% never do it. No one could ever convince me of that. Never. Quit being lazy. Boy, Phil, stop being who you are. Not lazy. It's just the time to make it relative to, like I could just pick up 2 wands and like an orb and repair stuff that way. And they're just everywhere. I wouldn't have to even think about what I'm looking at. You know what I mean? Random stuff. Actually, with auto gold pickup, it don't even matter. Okay, yeah, we're gonna make this. So we're gonna triple double check here. Move you over here. Yeah. I lost it. Oh yeah. F tier low mal row. F tier low mal row. So what we're doing here is I decided that's not the right one. I wanted to make a grief and a zerker. So we're doing it. F tier low mal row. F tier low mal row. It's gonna roll almost perfect too. I already know it. Extra double mid. Extra double mid. But that's alright. That's alright. No big deal. 38, 388. Close. Not a little under that one, but yeah, Oxy. So it's by Deer Run. Deer Run is the company. Sorry if I didn't say that before. Deer Run. There's a billion different models. So the biggest thing, if you look into one of those, anyone who's thinking about those treadmill walkers, make sure the weight requirement is good enough. Because shockingly enough, you'll look at one that looks like it's cheap and a good deal, and you're like, oh, the max weight is like 160. That's gonna help me out a lot. But yeah. Durability terrible? What do you mean durability? Oh, the 26 on there. I never thought. I don't know. Let's go ahead and try her out. What I got? So I got the. Oh yeah. So Marty, if you I made a last wish. By the way, I looked and I had like 4 or 5 job runes, and I was like, whatever. I never made last wish. Still, I'm gonna make it. So now I have it, and it rolled almost perfect, which is nasty. So we got the might and fanaticism. And yeah, Brief Beast. We'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. Could be bad. Sasquatch saved my life. I didn't think about the amount of strength on that too. I could just go no points in the strength. I'm not sure the way I want to put these points either, because survivability is no issue. I wonder how average chance to hit's going to be. I'm just going to do this one time. I'm just going to see how it's going to go without putting any points into that stuff. No points in the strength or dex, because I don't quote-unquote need to. I don't know. I don't think this is the way I'm going to want to do it, but I'm going to do this one time just so I have a baseline of what I want to do. Okay, so that's, yeah, double swing and taunt for that. The magic damage I don't really worry about. Battle orders, life. I didn't even battle order up. I have way more life than I had before. Okay. Let's see what's up. Offline single player on PC, Sid, you can unlimitedly free respec. Now we may go. It doesn't seem any faster really yet, but I may. I gotta look at the chance to hit after the run. After I take them all out, I'm gonna look at the chance to hit after I'm wound up and whatnot. So this is players 3. Anyone jumping in a little more recently though. He's stone skin, so 63% chance to hit. So I think pumping way more points into dex and strength here. Maybe just dex, at least. To get the chance to hit up. I think. Don't know for sure, but I think. 120. Grab some of those. I don't feel like doing that. Two durability. Oh, I didn't even look at that. On the grief. The beast didn't lose any durability. Does that mean I was just missing every hit? Because that's the thing with these two. The non-elites, you have ignore target defense, so you never miss. If you have grief, if you have the griefs, you don't need to put any points in dex, really. Because there's what is there, 2 or 3 of the ones out there that are the champs or elites or whatever you call it, so. Yeah, I ended up making a, oh no, wait. Berserker Axe Grief. I just made the Grief in the Berserker Axe, yeah. What am I thinking? Oh yeah, was I going to respec and do a bunch into strength to try to get damage higher? Or the dex so this doesn't miss? Let me try damage higher. I'm gonna put this way high too, because my survivability is like, I never have an issue. Yet. That did like double my damage on the base, that you don't see the grief hits over here. So that would be like the Zerker damage I doubled, essentially. And then the grief should get more damage too, of course, but way lower on the life, which is kind of how I had it before. So I have a macro. Someone asked about the save and exit quick speed. I have a macro set up that does it for me. I just hit a button and it saves and exits. I only use it for offline single player though. Never for online. Because you could possibly get hit with like some kind of ban or something. Wait, why do I have 12 more? What did I miss? Oh, I didn't put the points in the taunt for more damage. Whoops. Dang it. Let's take it all the way to 500. Why not? That looks cool. Let's try to do this again, the way I want to do it. Okay. Let's see how this feels. A little more testing here. Appreciate you, Biv. Immune to physical, that's going to be lame. Yeah, with how expensive these are, unfortunately, I would say with what I got now, it feels pretty similar to the Dual Grief. The one thing is that the Mercenary is surviving easier. But yeah, I don't have any, I didn't put 1 point down to Berserk, which I could use for chopping out the immune to physicals. So. Ooh, little Umrune. Okay. Alright. Grab this. Never mind a little mid-rune. Ooh. More points than the Dex. That was the other option. I wasn't sure with the ignore target defense. Maybe just landing every shot instead of the more for the damage. Because the thing is, though, is that the Dex for half of the monsters, for half of those monsters, and really when I'm running around to other places, the dexterity is going to be useless with this having ignore target defense. Because it's going to land every shot on every white monster. But it will help out this one, of course, for landing on the other side. But the strength should help out the damage for both of them. I lost no durability. I lost 2 over here. Or I lost 2 here and 2 here. So yeah, I lose 2 durability per run here. We'll have to see when we get to the next areas too, because I think the next one's like Worldstone Keep. But yeah. Yeah, Breath of the Dying. I could do that maybe, huh? Yeah, I mean the repair cost. I mean it's only a couple durability, but it's only 5,000 gold to repair the durability on both these right now. Like that's like nothing. People were acting like the to repair cost. I mean, what's it going to cost 50k gold to repair an entire Grief Zerker? It's like nothing. We'll try it with the Dex one. That was what I was thinking. Pump this up super high. The thing is too is I'm going to be using this in multiple areas, so I don't know necessarily if this is going to work everywhere or not. Doing this type of situation where you're not pumping up the life really. We'll find out. Jock, welcome in. Never using that Zod Marty. Can't do it. 100k to repair if you got the superior. So it costs like double. Oop, wasn't swinging there for a minute. A little skill issue. Hard to tell. I'm gonna have to. That felt a little faster. Couldn't tell though with the oh, battle boots. Couldn't tell though with the packs the way they were, to be honest. My gosh. Someone got a conviction aura out here. What's going on? Stone skin. Oh, hard to say. Mercenary can take care of the light work. 50s! Ooh. 33 is a good roll, right? Not so good. But, you know, it is what it is. Shirts on. Hopefully you find it today. I didn't find it yet. Not yet. Okay. Get some water. Easy jaws and burrs. Not really much of an easy, quick, fast way to get a bunch of them. Offline single player, it's going to be lower Kurost, but lower Kurost super chest farming, you'll have to look it up. I'm not going to fully explain the whole thing right now, but online trading, beyond that, you just have to kill as many monsters as possible, like all over the place, and hope for the best. Am I wearing Fort? No, I got Enigma on. For this particular set of runs, if I was running just Trav, I might want to do that. I could even possibly be swayed on changing my mind here, possibly, but... Wait. They are beating the bleep out of me sometimes here. This is like the same amount of life I had before, too. I must, let's see, I'm trying to think. Grief doesn't have life leech on or anything, so I'm not sure why I'm getting beat up so much worse now. I mean, the kill speed on them individually isn't bad, I guess, but... Not sure what to say, I mean. Not what to do, but... There's other things I could try, but... Kind of wanted to make sure I'm rocking these expensive rune words that I made, huh? Even though maybe just throwing on a couple griefs might just be the play. Call it a day. Kevin, welcome in. Work from home desk in the garage. Nice. Welcome in. Ooh, durability is plunging pretty quick. Could just be a couple of bad rolls. I really don't want to die. I was sort of hoping to get a little experience going here. Barb is such a slow leveler. Kind of crazy. Hard to do P8 on a Barb. Greeny, yo! Appreciate ya.
$2 through super chat. Lol, no easy quick rooms unless your name is Donut.
Appreciate you again, Greeny, for the super chat. Duck says, fanaticized cursed, always dangerous. Yeah. Boy, to be honest, I know it's got a little bit of cold damage on it, but the Reaper's Toll really, having him cast that Decrepify, definitely, with the extra attack speed, honestly, that probably felt the best so far. Which I know is the classic standard, you know, like but not that I don't ever want to, you know, but I kind of was hoping to get away from trying something a little different here, but that kind of felt the best. Just make Mosaic. Blizzard just wants you to make Mosaic. Right? Yeah, and even with Barb too, I mean, honestly, P1 with that find item might be the best option too. Just the way the find item works. The one thing I really don't know if I'm going to want to do it is that I think Worldstone Keep is terrorized next on single player, and I really don't know if I'm going to want to do Worldstone Keep. 20k gold to like almost fully repair. Yeah, that's fine. Slapshot says, at work, wishes he could play. Unfortunate. I could go ahead and try Fortitude too and just do no teleport, I guess. Enigma and swap in the inventory? No. Hard pass. Whoa! Okay. He usually never gets taken out, so that's awfully scary for me, I'm gonna be honest. That's unfortunate. That Act 5 mercenary like never gets taken out. That's wacky. That's wacky scary. Yes. Dang. I may have made that last wish, and I may just like not use it right now, to be honest. Because honestly, like the dual grief Act 2 Might Merc with Reaper's Toll, like just a standard setup, it seemed quote kind of a bit better. It seemed reasonably better. Unfortunately. I know it's got the cold damage and whatnot. We kind of talked about it before, but... I'm magic finding. I'm effing magic finding. What that means. Returning player says Rizzle from back in the day, currently a nightmare. Best of luck. Hopefully you get through, start finding great stuff instantly. Hopefully. Welcome back to the D2 community, by the way.
Who goes there?
Oh, down here. I was like, there's no Might Mercenary. Always triple check. Always triple check. Dual Grief, great, yeah. Yes, specifically for the price, but also just, I mean, even with the super expensive other stuff, maybe you can get up to as good, but like, real tough to... Yeah, even with the concentration aura from Pride, along with the Might aura, it's like, still the Reaper's Toll to me felt kind of similar, or faster even. Not to mention that the huge increased attack speed with the huge life leech kind of keeps him alive even more. Sir Foxy, yo! Welcome in. Legend. All the poor jaw runes just sitting there. Yeah, it is what it is. They were just sitting there before anyways. Dish High Lords for Atmas. I actually have... I'm going to change this too. I'm probably going to throw High Lords on there. Atmas, it was... What is that? A 2% chance of casting whatever it is? I looked at that, but... I was thinking about just throwing High Lords, and I'm going to swap this off too, because I went with a 105 teleport. I was running the pits first. So the problem is not having teleport out to the pits and like finding item faster. I love having super fast find item to just like get item found and move faster, but maybe just going down to the lower breakpoint from 105. And I don't feel much of a difference between throwing on like a string of ears or something, which is the melee go-to, or not having a string of ears. So I don't know. Could be a wrong play, but let's see what I want to do. This can hit champs faster, but less damage. Let's go with more damage. Am I right? Let's split it about half and half, I guess, huh? Could be the wrong play. But we'll experiment around, whatevs. Get moving again. Oh, I forgot Yeah, I mean, this feels double the speed, I'm going to be honest. They keep healing him super fast. Oh, he's about to get taken out again. Jeez. Yeah, I forgot I ran away from here because there was some crazy mixture of cursed and something else I can't see. Yeah, that's like way better. Unfortunately. That such relatively cheap rune words are just like the goat like that. Valkus, welcome in. Sir Fox on an amazing vacation. Glad to hear. This is just players 3, Valkus. You can use Atmas, don't use Reaper's Toll. That makes sense. Because they override each other, right? So that makes sense. I didn't really think about it. I'm not using those right now, but I was thinking about throwing... Actually, I gotta have a High Lords right here, right? Somewhere? Yeah, let's just try that. I'm going down the breakpoint. I could swap this belt too, but I don't think swapping the belt is going to really feel anything substantial. Oops, wrong side. Boy, it does teleport so much slower. I guess I got them all. So I ain't much of Stone Skin guy going real slow. I ain't much of like change everything type of person. But one thing I was looking at is they should make the taunt skill an actual like war cry. Instead of having to individually target every monster, give it a radius. Then it would actually be like possible to use it. Chaco! Merc, I got a fortitude. I got a fortitude on the mercenary, just kind of standard merc, melee merc setup. So, frenzy barb, exactly. Reflex over on Twitch there. Yeah. So someone said Mephisto. Yeah, Mephisto or Andariel are kind of the go-tos. And then beyond that, like depending on what your build is, if it's a cold or fire, there's some other areas, you know, stony tombs or ancient tunnels or something like that. You know. Will you hit him? Thank you. Yeah, because see, the ignore target defense, I'm missing a few swings on these champs or whatever, so that's kind of annoying, but these guys you chop out. What I need to do is make sure I target the white ones first, the standard council members, and take them out quickly so they heal the other monsters less. A little bit of a skill issue going on, I guess you could say. Strategy issue. $76 cold. Not perfect though. Chump. That's for chumps. Does ignore target let's see, taunt kind of useless as is. Yeah, true story. Super uniques. Are you talking about the ignore target defense? I think the super uniques, and act bosses it does not apply to. Like any of those special monsters, it only applies to the standard ones, I believe. So this Barb has a skill similar to Smite, like one that lands every shot. Oh boy, he got wrecked so fast. Holy smokes. How did he get killed so fast? I don't know. Does concentration hit every swing or something? I forget. I know they made one for like Amazon. I forget which one it is. I never use it though. Like Smiter's still like the go-to, but wow. You don't say. Thinking cursed. Ooh, let's go. Good old spiderweb sash. Let's go. Little arachnid's mesh. Oh. Love it. Oh, concentration's uninterruptible, but it doesn't hit every time. Gotcha. Yeah, I was not remembering right there. Sounds correct. I believe you. Boy, these guys over here are hitting me. Where's my res at here? Capped res, and they're like... Jeez. Making sure to forget anything. Get out of here. Holy smokes. Offline. Cannot trade. Any suggestions? Nightmare farming. Faux Pally. I would highly recommend getting to Hell difficulty, and... Painful, I got enough arachnid meshes, so get to Hell difficulty with something if you can, and kind of figure out. Actually, I forgot to look at the magic fund I got. 322, which is a good amount. Go with the Merc back. It's really just going to be a Trav issue with the Merc surviving right now. Well, actually, the World Stone Keep might be a little bit too, but yeah, someone said taunt overrides your curses and stuff, or like the decrep, I mean, and stuff. Yeah, that's unfortunate, isn't it? It really shouldn't. I think it should not do that either, but you know, what is it, you know? Yeah, Trav definitely is hard on your mercenary, that's for sure. Ah! Wow. Get rid of the curse guy, maybe? Maybe? Thank you. Yeah, we'll see how much I dislike the next Terror Zone, I'll be perfectly honest. The worlds don't keep coming to me, 'cause I usually dislike it a bunch, but we'll try her out. It's real hard. I wonder how fail runs would go with this character, too. Even though there's things I have a feeling, and I know exactly how it's going to go, I still want to try it out. Hassan, welcome in. Yo, yo, yo. Favorite armor look on a character? Poor boy, I don't really have a favorite look on a character, I don't think, really. Jamie said just started playing D2R a couple days ago. Welcome in. Nice. Glad to hear. Galback, what's going on? They healed that guy too quickly. Into physical, that's gonna take too long. Uh-oh. Oop. Yeah, we'll take him out. 1 minute later, so. Anything that glows, says JC. That does make it 2% cooler, am I right? A budget version that can do Trav fairly easily. Of a Frenzy Barbs? Not much. I'll be honest, Trav usually not my fave. It is always pretty tough, so. But there's some Whirlwinds that can be okay and stuff, but for budget, probably Whirlwind's probably the best, I guess. Also, if your budget, this is players 3, you're highly going to want to do players 1 if your budget's 2, so. Cure. Gecko, are you saying use Cure Helm? Get rid of the auras and stuff? We'd go with that, so. Zygo! Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Legend. Let's hit it on P1. Really, usually I would do Trav just on players 1 with the find item, so. Trav's a myth. True story. So. The factual statement right there. With the way find item works, Trav is probably one you usually just want to hit at P1 anyways. With a barbarian specifically, usually. Like, you chop out all the monsters and hit the find item super quick and get on to the next run. Like that's so much faster, it's probably what you want to do, to be honest. Cure Helm only for curses and poison, I thought. Yeah, that's what they're saying, because one of the things that hurts you out here a lot is when you come across the monster that that's cursed. Gets you amped up. So I assumed, it was a very short comment, but I assume that's what they were referring to. Silver Fox coming in with a Twitch Prime sub. My goodness, thank you so much. Supporting the channel with Jeff Bezos' money. Appreciate you. You legend. Yeah, like that is so much faster. Gosh. P1's... I thought that, and I didn't try it for some reason. I didn't do it, but I was like, man, I should just do P1, honestly. Because anyone who doesn't know, the find item skill, the number of items that drop is unrelated to the player's count. With the specifically when you use find item, so. Cure overrated, says Laser. Oh man, I just disagree with that. I never use it on this build, but I've been using Cure more and more and more just on every, like, if I ever want to go to places that poison you up like crazy, like the Stony Tombs, always have Cure on. Or like the World Stone Keep, where you get different poisoned heavily a lot. You get different curses cast on you a lot from different, you know. There's been so many more monsters. As long as my mercenary survives fine where I'm at, I'll throw Cure on a lot. Even if it helps me like 2%. Another thing I don't have to worry about. So. There's been different Wind Druid and different things like that. I've been tossing it on, so. Zerker with a Dwarf Star. Yeah, really a Dwarf Star for out here. Obviously, help out a ton. And yeah, if you can get a Storm Shield, I don't know if people consider that budget or not. Storm Shield help you out a ton. Like, almost shocking to me. Like, you know it does, and then you do it, and you're just like, whoa. And we'll take these guys out too, why not? Cease. Cruel Colossus Sword of Quickness. Ah. Next time. Delirium underrated? Ooh. Hard pass. Yeah. 2 more minutes. Hard to get Life Leech with a cure. I mean, yeah, 14% Life Leech right there, so ready to rock. You just throw on Chains of Honor instead of a Fortitude. Especially if you're any character that wrecks, your Mercenary ain't doing nothing. So you don't really care about the Fortitude because, you know, you don't care what damage he does. That's the way I look at it anyways. Kim Jong the illest. Yeah, boy. Thank you for the tier 1 sub. Ooh. The gifted tier 1 sub, I should say. Thank you so much. Who's rating these rune words? Right? The official rune word society. Boy, if I had a Cure Helm on right now, this amp damage would be going away quicker, wouldn't it? Seen a rune in there. What was it? Tell. Okay, well. Maybe the swirling crystal's perfect, huh? No. Flackus. Thank you for the tier 1 sub on Twitch. Absolute Slayer. Firewall chain lighting. Or fire skill chain lighting. Darn. Chains of Honor all day. Chains of Honor very underrated, says Duck. Ooh. Did they fix the Delirium thing? I believe they did, GZ. To where if you put Delirium on your Mercenary and it casts the Delirium thing on your Merc, it would, like, crash your game. I believe that is fixed. I don't know what happens, though. Anyone know that for sure? 100% did it get fixed? And also, your Mercenary can't possibly turn into one of those little Stygian dudes, right? This is just P1 here. I would really like, the thing is too, is I would love to get one more level in this character at minimum, get to 95. But I've gotten about half of a bar so far in like 2 hours today, so. These packs here are still players 1 monsters, so. See, these are the type of monsters you want to have that Cure Helm against. Ah. Just getting poisoned for days. These guys should be players 3. They're far enough away, so if that keeps going right there, it's gonna be real annoying down here at the number of like dead monsters that you're not gonna leech from. They don't, it doesn't turn into a doll anymore? Gotcha. Yeah, I know some people, I know that when you wear it on yourself, it does. So everyone's, you know, would tell me to throw it on certain builds. And you can just transform out of it super easy on a druid or whatever, but... Okay, these guys are definitely 3. These feel a little bit harder than that first pack for sure. Get back here, you bum. Ooh. Mighted ranged characters can give you trouble sometimes. Oop, swing. Oh, I seen this guy. I thought my mercenary died, but I was like, oh, I have an Act 2 one anyway, so. It's a nice touch that you cannot leech from skeletons. Yeah, I'm not saying it's necessarily bad or doesn't make sense, but it's just kind of, it makes things more difficult, right? Frenzy or Foden? Can't decide to focus your time. I mean, Foe's going to be way better at farming, so. Bailing for the next hour with the TZ offline? Might as well, right? Ooh. These guys are terrible. It's one of the reasons I hate this area. I may just go straight to the bottom here after. I'll run here or something, but man, those guys hit hard and are quick. And have a ton of life. Like, they're insanely powerful, kind of, sort of. And it's even rougher when they have mana leech. Ah, I don't have enough mana to teleport. Okay. We'll just teleport down, I guess. Now, this isn't exactly the absolute best bale farmer here, but... Yeah, I usually do not either, but if I'm trying a new build that's never ran an area before, I go ahead and try her out. I usually recommend not to do that, so... But the only way you can actually know for sure whether you should do something or not is to try it and then be like, yep, I tried it and I can tell you for sure. I say do not do that. I wonder I don't know why it feels like he's swinging slower now than he was before. Oh, he did have that little cold thing over his head, so... Oh, the Merc died. I didn't notice. My own fault there. Few people, Marty first saying, cure for Endry Shield only. Boy, I don't know. It's just it's too clutch. It's too easy. Certain builds, depending where you're going. Like if you're rocking a fire build and you plan on going to like the Stony Tombs is one there I definitely use it all the time. Yeah, Bale runs on a Barb is super annoying here too because all the bodies disappear and you can't find items, so... Maybe I'll take out just the elite one, find item. Then take out the rest real quick. We got P3 for at least a little experience, so... Yeah, Merc got nukes. Nuked, says Small. True story. Do I have run off? No, I don't do that. Wow. Even with my find item skill, like all those dudes dropped nothing. No antidote. Watch here, make sure. I should be fine with this pack, but we'll see. Yeah. Usually this one goes relatively quick. There he is. There's the big dog. Woo! Spectral Hit was doing some work on me. Doing pretty good, Pog Yog. Welcome in. Still no Enigma in 6 months. Unfortunate. Sorry to hear that. Best of luck. Hopefully that works out for you. With Frenzy, you should turn off Walk Run. Sounds, I mean... it's only when you're running, right? Let's see. Because turning off Walk Run wouldn't affect anything when you're sitting here attacking, right? So... this is much slower than I would like. I think I might... I don't know if I'll skip this or not. I do want to find Tyrell's Might, and realistically, technically for one individual monster, he has like the best drop odds, I think, so. But this is very slow. My gosh, he does walk crazy fast. Do you see his feet when you're walking? Look at his feet. They can't even move fast enough. It looks like he's skipping along. That's fun. Next one. Maybe I will turn that off. What's my life leech at? I'm not sure. It's not... I don't have very much. I got one on a ring here. I got Arid, so 10. Which, I mean... What do you have? 50% life leech, right? But... That's walking, question mark? Yeah. That's what the walking animation looks like when you're frenzied up with a bunch of walk run. Souls, let's go! I want to see how this goes real quick. I do have good life, or lightning res, so... Ooh, mana burn on them too, I forgot. They got that higher rune drop chance, so... Well, you do walk real fast with this character, huh? Gosh, it looks so funny. Oh, it's hysterically funny looking. But boy, when you're not wound up, you go so slow, it's crazy. I regret this. Use all of my full rejuves around different areas. They haven't been dropping anywhere. It's kind of disappointing. On the juice for sure. Nice. Maybe I'll just stop from time to time when I see a pack or something, but generally just go down. I have no full rejuve, so I got to make sure I keep an eye on that. So I'm so used to like having full rejuves. I got one now, but to see your health go way down and then you just chug one and blast it all the way up, that's obviously super healing potions aren't going to do that for you. Oop, take you out. There we go. All of a sudden they're everywhere. Ah, where'd it go? Disappeared on me. Gotta check that, right? I mean, there was just one super hit or full rejuve, but yeah, rabble. Never mind. Nope, hard pass. Oh boy. Decided to take him on. Just how is face tanking a doll gonna work for him? Yeah, only when you walk run, defense only changes when you're actually moving, when you're running. I thought so, but yeah. When you're wound up, it doesn't seem to matter much if, like, you move so fast when you're frenzied up, but when you're not and you're walking, then it's annoying. But yeah, I don't think it much matters, to be perfectly honest. Get rid of him. Do mercs even help Fists of the Heavens Paladins? Not a ton. I actually, when I use Fists of the Heavens, that's a mercenary, or that's a character that I use in Act 5 Mercenary with like something like a Longbringer or an Azarath with the Sanctuary Aura. That's actually how I rock that one. Some people say that they actually go with the Act 2 Mercenary with a Infinity because they max out the lightning damage on Fists of the Heavens for, you know, single target damage, I guess, but I don't worry about that much. Walking with at the speed of light. Yeah, I actually turned it off. You can do that, and it probably helps a small bit at times, but for the most part, I don't feel that it matters either way. So, because I'm lazy, really, if you want to min-max, swapping between, like, you know, walking at this speed right here, like, this is my walk speed right here. This is running. But when you're not wound up, it's like you walk so slow and you want to run. So. Boy. Ooh, stone skin, unfortunate. Take these guys out first, I guess. Let's just not take him out, I guess. Players 2, was it players 3? Unless I made a mistake. Yeah, right there. So. Whoop, whoop, whoop. There we go. What? Thought I'd stop and take out. I thought maybe a large pack wouldn't be too hard, but there we go. Just difficult, I guess. Wait a second. No. Need to get the mana back. Ghosts, champ pack, won't be too hard. Ooh. Laser Show says magic immune mobs you're talking about. Yeah, some of those ones in the World Stone Keep are super annoying. Generally, I say steer clear of that place, but I guess if you see a pack you like, I'll go ahead and stop, you know. I guess. Ooh, 30. So it's FCR poison res, but everything else is like worthless, so I think I'll toss it out. Okay, what am I attacking with? Okay. Forgot about the zoom button. Man, I couldn't live in D2R without the zoom button. Miss everything. Oh, Rune, still going. Yeah. Yeah, got a little bit more time. I'll probably do the rest of this Terror Zone, and we'll see. It'll be lunchtime, and I still need to get the grass cut and stuff, and my daughter's just been sitting upstairs for hours by herself, so. Full-time stay-at-home dad, so, you know. I'm just a trophy husband, so. Oh, huh, it went away right when I... Living the dream. True story. Can't complain. Wow. There we go. They re-cursed me with the cold thing, and it got rid of the cursed from whatever that was. Oh my gosh. It's not going the way I'd hoped. Getting mana burned. Stone skin, mana burn. You bum. You bummy bum. Wife got the participation trophy. Oh, is that a roast of me, Barthemus? That's rude. Yeah, Gecko. Yeah, totally. I mean, we just got back from a vacation. We like a week before that, we went on another vacation. But everyone's got to go to work, right? Everyone's got to go to work. Souls, we'll skip that. Well, little pack of weak monsters here. Why not? Stinks these guys are mixed in with souls, because this would be like a goated area with these weaker, whatever they're called, and the little flayers or whatever. Oh. Plate belt. No good. Getting bored of these guys. They'll call those little guys foot soldiers, huh? I would just call them flayers or something. I don't. They're probably not called flares in this area, but whatever. Augustin says, how'd you word that? You love the fact that I don't swear? Yeah, I just don't when I'm streaming, because when I first started streaming and making videos and stuff, my daughter was like 3 or something, so she would be like right here, like 10 feet away from me all the time. So I didn't want to be like cursing up a storm in front of my 3-year-old, you know? 3, 4, 5-year-old. I mean, still, she's 8, but I don't have to be around her all the time, you know? I can't just, like, a kid that's, like, just out of diapers, you can't, like, leave them alone. Of course, now she's 8 years old, so she'll be alright upstairs if I'm in the basement, you know what I mean? At that age. Michael, I don't know if that's the official word for him, but... we gotta take out all these other monsters here. It's annoying me. They're freezing me. Can't kill them faster. Hey. Eight-year-olds alone while I play on the computer? Yeah. I mean, no big deal. I mean, I guess technically my stepson's up there in his room, but I don't even know if he's awake yet. Almost noon, but sometimes he just lays in bed forever. James Dokes, back from the dead. This is us players 3. I haven't tried a P8 run on this, but I don't feel I would enjoy it. I don't think it would go great. Maybe I should do like all the lower ones on P8 and then bump it down on like the final one, because these guys are pretty tough actually. For barbarians. Danish dude, welcome in. Woo, man. Yeah, like I don't know that kill speed relative to the amount of experience would be worth going up to P8 on that final one. It's gonna be tough. Mr. Jiggle said he used to go around his neighborhood at 8 years old alone. Yeah, I mean, back in my day, I would definitely hop on the bike and just ride around the whole town. But I did live in a very small town, but... I mean, if anything happens, like, my house is small. It's not like I'm in the basement, she's in the second story or something. Like, realistically, if you're talking through the floor, she's like 12 feet away from me right now. So, like... yeah, we'll take him out this time. I know Bale's a little bit slow, but I decided to go for it. Conrad, T-Mite dropping soon. Are you ready for it? I'm getting ready. Jeff says it doesn't matter. Your character, P8 terrorized. Gonna be tough. Yeah. I'll try it next time. We'll see what's up. Good old Turris. This better not roll good because it's ethereal. I love that green color. Ooh, ethereal repair. That green blue, that's like my favorite pelt. It looks so ridiculous. Laser Show said he's Gen Z, wishes he grew up in the 90s. Yeah, that would have been when I was born in 86, so. Gotta go P8 for the most experience too, right? Ooh, he 8 souls on a Barb. Yeah. Only stopping for the easiest packs along the way, because I do kind of almost need to stop to leech some mana for a minute sometimes. Get back here. Stones can take a little bit longer, no big deal. This one's kind of large and not too difficult, so. Considering he said traversed, it must have been a nice neighborhood. Perhaps. Inkmaster, welcome in. Sorry if I missed it. Yeah, I'm level 94. I would love to get to 95 at some point here. Oh man, this is an easy level, so maybe I'll stop and do this stuff, huh? This monster type, the way the monster types rolled is some of the easier ones, it looks like. Kevin Wright says you're 86. Oh, born in 86. Gotcha. Most of the people had phones in high school? I don't know if you were held back a bunch or not or what. Nobody had phones when I was in school. Nobody had cell phones yet. Occasionally it would be like, oh, my dad let me borrow his cell phone because I was going somewhere to do this or whatever. Like, the parents had one, but they barely used it at all because they were so expensive. Because it was like $1 a minute, and they charged you by the minute that you called on them. Or it'd be like, I remember right after we got cell phones, right after we got, you'd be like, oh no, I'll have to wait to call you after 9. Like that, you know? You guys remember that? Free on at after 9 and on weekends. Freaking deathboards, bro. Hate those things. That's one of those monster types that people don't talk about as being terrible, but I can't stand it. Oh! I didn't make up for all them jaws I used a minute ago. What? Good old Malrune. Oh, yeah. Free after 9 was real? Maybe I missed someone else's comment, but yeah, that is definitely was a thing. After 9 and on weekends. They must have been, I don't know why they would do that though, like, cell phones must have been primarily targeted to like business people, I guess, because they must have not used them hardly ever on the weekends or something. I'm not sure how that was the thing, but... Oh, the T9 typing Vood hook? Yeah. Hitting a number... Son of a B. I did not want to do that. That's like 15 hours of experience farming. I really did not want to do that, but there's no way I'm going to get that body. So, it is what it is. Whoopsie. Thanks a lot, chat. There's no way that was my fault. Oh well. I mean, it just ruined everything, but you know, whatever. You know what I am going to try? Wait, I put this on Players 8 too. That's... Oh well, not too bad. Obviously, it's frustrating, but it was my own dang fault, and you know, it is what it is. No big deal. Why are my skills so much? Oh.
What do you need?
I kind of forgot I put it on P8, so ain't nothing but a thing. Never thought of it that way. Hard to handle all the traffic. Oh yeah.
Donated 5 Australian
Good call, George.
through Super Chat. Here's your experience.
Oh, thank you for the 5. I forgot what the A stand for. I didn't hear what the lady said, but thank you so much for the 5 super chat. Laser show. You later. Appreciate you. I got quite a bit more health, so. I mean, terrorize P8, Worlds Don't Keep. I guess I should probably pay attention. Huh? Terrorize P8, Worlds Don't Keep with solo with a Frenzy Barb. Good challenge. Yeah, I mean, it's a little bit of a challenge. We'll get that experience back in no time. Make sure I keep my BO going. Marty remembers his first call on a cell phone. I definitely do. I had some kind of Motorola phone, I'm sure. I remember that's what my parents had, and they'd, hey, you're going here, take this. I remember when my parents got me my first cell phone, they're like, only use it in like emergencies, because you only have this, you hardly have any minutes. It's like $40 a month for 200 minutes or something. Ooh, hard pass. And I'm like, okay, I'll only use it in emergencies, sure thing. And then like a couple months later, they're like, this month you didn't use it at all. And I'm like, I didn't have any emergencies. They're like, all right, well, if you're not going to use it, we're just not going to have one for you. And I'm like, okay. You told me not to use it unless emergency, and okay. Huh. I don't know if I can. It's going to take forever to take them out if I don't take them out, so. Oh my gosh. Merc, can you help me out, bro? I hate having to face tank the dolls when I don't have any ranged attacks, so. See how this goes. Use a payphone? Yeah. Well, I mean, where I live, they didn't really have payphones, so. There was one payphone in the town I lived in by a party store that we had, so. There might have been one in the school, maybe, at one point. Can't remember. Never found Tyros before. Nope. This is awfully slow. It's hard for, yeah, without doing the math. I don't know if this would really be worth it. I can tell you it's more boring and more dangerous than doing P3. I can definitely tell you that much. What base for Beast Runeward? So if you're using double axe, I'm assuming you're only using it for a summoner. I did mine in a Berserker axe, so I could use it for a melee or a caster. It would be quote-unquote suboptimal for a caster because you got to put points into the stats to wear it, to use it, but to equip it, I should say, but I would say if you're offline single player or anything like that, and you're only making one, I would make it in probably the Berserker Axe. If you're going to only be a like summoner of some kind and you want to make one, then yeah, you can do double axe or a war axe or something along those lines. Marty said he had so many pagers, huh? I never knew anybody who had a pager before. Where I lived, that wasn't really a thing. Alright, I think it's a bad idea, but I'm going to do it anyways. For the P8... final wave here. I think it's going to be real rough, but let's see. I think they're extra fast. They look like they're moving real quick. We'll stare trick them. We'll moat trick wave 5 here, as we call it. Specifically for Summon Druid or Necro. Yeah, if you're talking about the minimum, which one has like the lowest minimum of requirements, I'm not sure offhand, but as long as you use one of the lower level bases, a double axe, a war axe, someone said a military pick or something, your other gear is going to have higher requirements. Like, I guess watch out for the dex, is like depending on if you want to go really crazy. But the strength, you're always going to have more than like 45 strength on a character, you know, just to wear anything. So, we'll take him out, whatever. I'll lower it to 3, so I guess we'll do it, whatever. That's annoying. Doubled himself up instantly. You know what? I'm going to pass on it. He doubled himself up instantly. Small, so I don't get the 300 method, like the movie / book or whatever. I don't get the reference. Boom, boom, boom. Guess I probably shouldn't fight those guys that don't drop anything. And boy, after doing that one on P8, P3 here feels insane. Any luck finding lacerator? I may have stumbled on my words there. I did not swear. Any luck finding lacerator? I did not. And I think I'm done on ladder for this season. Just want to come do something a little bit different that I haven't done on single player. So, how much experience does each player count? I forget the exact way that it's calculated, to be perfectly honest. Oh boy, hard pass. Never mind. I don't know if it's an even scale up. I know life is, but I forget experience. I usually don't pay much attention to experience. What do you need now, kiddo? Cheez-Its. Cheez-Its. I mean, I'm about to go. Why don't you make yourself lunch? I'll be up in a minute. Can you actually just have a few Cheez-Its and not eat the entire box, please? Ah. Skip this level. Those doo-doo ghosts, mana burning you all the time. Ooh, not a great area. Xantus. S tier joke right there. Just S tier. Bengal Waffle says every additional level adds 50% more experience. Okay. Gotcha. So that's the same way that the life scales, too. So same number, actually, which is kind of crazy, but gotcha. I'll grab that Grand Chime in a second, I guess. Buying name brand Cheez-Its? No. No, 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 no. Stop it. That's just ridiculous. Why would you even think such a thing? No, they're the off-brand Cheez-Its, but we don't call them cheese crackers, like cheese baked crackers. Like, we don't call them that. We just call them Cheez-Its. Race to yo, welcome in. Where is... Thought there was another one hanging out. Sending kid on Mission Impossible. You mean telling her to eat some Cheez-Its but don't fill up on them? That's the impossible mission? Yeah, kind of. Kids are wild too, because they'll never ask you to make them lunch or something. It's 11:48 and they're like, can I have ice cream? And you're like, I'm gonna make you lunch, kid. Like, are you crazy? George says they buy cheese knots at his house. Interesting. Marty says, I say that knowing darn well I would have ate the whole box as a kid. I don't know. I don't ever remember eating a snack during the day when I was a kid, to be honest. I don't think that was the thing that I did. Like, I was way too busy. I didn't have, you know. But like I said, I would just leave the house and hop on the bike, ride over to friends' houses and stuff, you know, so. In the summer. And then, you know, during the school year, you're at school all the time, so. Also, when I was more like 14, 12, 13, 14, 15... I probably didn't wake up early enough to eat a snack during the day. I remember quite frequently waking up at like noon when I was that age, so. Snack at 10 a.m. when you were kids? Yeah, they didn't have that when I was a kid. There was no snack when you were a kid. You just had to wait till noon to eat every day. Life was tough. We couldn't have water bottles with us in school. We couldn't drink anything. We just had a drinking fountain. You had 5 minutes between class when you could go to the drinking fountain for a second. Wait, y'all had food? Oh, wrong weapon. Jeez, I'm gonna have to repair my Heart of the Oaks here if I keep playing like this. Marty says, once we were told not to do something, then we did it. Maybe some kids. I never broke a rule before. I would never do that. Defeat one bale. I did a couple earlier. On player 3, it's real slow. I don't know, maybe I should just drop it to P1, huh? It was pretty slow, so I just said, nah, forget about it. I'll do it this time, though. I was gonna do it the other time, but then he cloned himself instantaneously, and I was like, yeah, that looks annoying. War Spike works for Frenzy Barb. Like, what would you... War Spike... I mean, I don't know. Just the base with, I don't know. Would you put grief in it, I guess? I guess so? I don't really know. Breath of the Dying in War Spikes? I have no idea. I can't give you any advice on that one. Leave the frame for 8 seconds, the clone disappears. So you want me to go to town for 8 seconds and then come back? But wait, no, if you have the, if you put up a town portal, doesn't that count as an instance of a character, so then it wouldn't disappear? So I just have to teleport away for 8 and go sit in the corner for 8 seconds? I mean, that sounds less efficient than just leaving, I'll be honest, but... I'm not really sure, though. Bill knows the game inside and out. I mean, I know a lot about Diablo 2, but there's definitely things I don't remember everything. I forget a lot of stuff. Igloo Pilot, welcome in. Appreciate you. Someone said they thought that War Spikes had a max of 3 sockets, but I cannot confirm this. I don't remember that base for sure. Forgotten more than you've ever known. Maybe? I don't know how much you know. I know I forget a lot of stuff. So, maybe. Do you specifically want to farm Bale? It's worth 8 seconds? Yeah. I mean, I suppose. If anything, I'm more likely just to turn Bale down the P1, and then I could take out him and the clone so fast it wouldn't be even matter to run over. But... Ooh, souls. Nope, 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 nope. Maybe not. The whole might aura and everything. Don't feel like taking any risks at the moment. No tolerance for clones, yeah. Phil is intolerant. Dolls and souls. Let's go! I ain't never scared. I ain't never scared. Whoop. Two. That was a bit much. Oh, Grimaw. Yeah, no, that was there was I was hoping it was one of those rooms where you hop in it and there's like a pack of like 2 or 3 souls over in the corner and that's it. That was indeed not the case. So hard pass, we'll get out of there. Bless saying the war spike, he looked it up and it has a maximum possible 6 sockets. So anyone asking about that? Maybe sometimes scared, yeah. I'm not never scared, but I'm just sometimes scared. Okay. Oh yeah, they're all immune to physical, so I need to leech some life from somewhere that hurt. Not from dolls. Not from champ dolls, I'll tell you that much. Grow. Just take him out. I'll stand back here. You got him, dog. Should it be done, says Pog, though. I mean, I wouldn't recommend it. I mean, I wouldn't do something like that unless I knew what I was doing and I wanted to do something interesting and different, I guess. So I only have 199 on single player. I don't really pay too much attention to leveling usually, unless I need to get to a certain level to wear a certain piece of gear. That's like the only time I really try to get a level. I even got to 99 on the one character I had just kind of by accident. I seen I was almost to 98 and I was like, you know what? Why don't I just like do a, you know, for a video magic finding idea, I'll just magic find to 99. So everybody likes stuff when it rhymes, so like legit. Titles that rhyme get like 30% more views than titles that don't rhyme. Yeah, Pog, I would say probably not better, but couldn't say for sure, but I say probably not. Anything more useless than Act 2 Merc? Wait, what? Useless than an Act 2 Merc? I mean, it's like the most useful? Not really sure. What you mean by that? Stone skin, bro. Immune to physical. Lame. Oh, in the AI logic you're talking about. Yeah, I mean, when they developed this game, I assume they didn't have the best, you know, they didn't have the best AI in the world. Oh. Whoop. See, the time's almost out. Go ahead and make it happen. Last Wish probably helped the survivability too, since you're gonna have fade proc and stuff, huh? Should have been using this the whole time. Constant life tap going off, yeah. The thing is, it doesn't, let's see, the Reaper's Toll overrides the life tap, so. But it would go off, you get a hit or two in, you know, so. You do get the Fanaticism aura. But I tested it out a bunch earlier, anyone who wasn't in here the whole time, and just the Griefs by themselves are just better than a Grief Last Wish in what I've seen, so. I even tried the Act 5 with the Last Wish and Beast and a Grief Zerker, and still the just the dual Grief just seemed better, to be honest. But this is working better than it did out at Trav, I think, maybe. Hard to say. It's easy to Trav, so. So Dragos, the Terror Zone level is based upon your character level. So you have a lower character than I do. Is why that is. Scoob. So single players' drop rates relative to the players' count and stuff are the same as online. Actually, online could be slightly better. But the thing is it can kind of sort of be easier. You don't have to fight for other people to grab the gear. So there's definitely, you could argue, benefits to single player that it could be better for getting drops, but the drop rates aren't actually different or worse or whatever, so. IO. I did just turn up the P8, and I know it just changed, but we'll do it anyways. Here. Gotcha, F-Ware. Yeah, I said thanks for swapping all that gear around earlier and kind of showing how this stuff does better than just reading it in a forum. Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. Actually swapping it around myself, not just like, what does this place say, you know? What does this website say, you know? What does this other website say? It's weird that his gear gets more transparent than his body does, so you can't really see his helmet on his head anymore. Yeah, this is, I upped it to Players 8, by the way, to kind of compare to when I was running P8 before with this. Huh. So maybe this feels similar so far to the Grief, with more survivability, because obviously we have Fade proc, so maybe it was just out at Trav was where it was real annoying. Life tap, like, never proccing, like, with such a low percentage, I guess, but... You can see his head right through the helmet now. Kind of looks fun. Any antidote hiding around here? Don't look like it. Double Griefs. I pulled off one of the Griefs and I threw on a Last Wish. Which, honestly, I think it might be a situation where it's back and forth, where situationally one might be better than the other, to be honest. But considering how expensive Last Wish is, it may not fully be worth it. But, you know. Yeah, that's what's real nice about Scrubs. I see your comment there about cool that I respect a bunch of times trying a different gear setups and different... That's what's real cool about offline single player for PC, that you can do that. Oh, I forgot that the speed-wise, I forgot this was unterrorized. So these monsters are like 10 levels lower than they were before. actually. So that's why it seems okay. I was like, this almost seems faster than before now, actually, but it's because they're not level 96 terrorized anymore. My Enigma almost busted. Poor boy says, Frenzy Phil. Frenzy Phil, Frenzy Phil. I've got 253. Okay, okay. Oopsie. Thought I was going to stop and item find these guys before their bodies disappear in a second. PS5, unfortunately, the unlimited respec thing only works on PC. Unfortunately. Do I delete my character after the ladder season? I don't, but probably 50% of the time I just give away all of my gear. I've deleted a couple of them. Because I had like 7 sorceresses that were like level 95 or something. And 4 of them were like completely naked. Like no gear on them because I gave it all away. So I only kept like a couple of the sorceresses. Like one was... I think I still had all the gear on my enchant. Like crossbow sword maybe. And then like... one other one. I don't know. But yeah. So it kind of makes it pointless to grab this stuff. But yeah, there is a way to have unlimited free respecs on PC single player. Yeah. I have a video about it if you want the bot to put up a link to it, exclamation respec. R-E-S-P-E-C, respec. Hit you a link to the video if you want to see it sometime. Maybe you could click on it, bookmark it or whatever. It's super easy, really. Once you figure out how to do it, it takes like 1 second to do. Like to get it, to set it up or whatever.
Afternoon.
Good old Mal rune once again. Make up for that one. I gotta remember those lower level runes too. I'll go super quick. Since it's the first day I rocked this, I haven't done a video about it. I guess I'll just go over the build the way I have it at the moment. But I've been switching around gear all the time, so... Right now I'm Grief, Last Wish, Ariats, Enigma, High Lords, Laying of Hands, Gore Riders. I got this here so I can item find and teleport at the 105 breakpoint. I got a couple of rare rings that are okay. I got all MF charms down here to get the magic find up to where I would like to get it. Beads, Torch Annie, of course. Just enough strength and dex to wear your gear, dump the rest in the vitality. Depending on what I'm doing, I guess I could do the stuff a little bit differently, so... Just a standard setup for melee characters, Reaper's Toll, and Darl's Vestige Fortitude with the Might Mercenary there, so... Nice Last Wish, yeah. The Last Wish, we'll show that off one more time, because... Usually I make rune words, they don't roll good. 381 ED. The max is 375, so... I had an 8% enhanced damage superior phase blade, so it rolled almost perfect. It rolled like 372 or something. Or 373. So it rolled 2% off a perfect on the ED with perfect crushing blow. Which is kind of crazy, so. Kind of crazy. It rolled it nearly perfect. Which, when you're making a rune word that uses 3 Jaws, a Sur, and a Burr, you're going to want that to roll good. Luckily we did. The unfortunate thing is 2 Griefs is almost like it's the same or better, just 2 Griefs than having Last Wish over here. But you do, that is one thing too, you do get the life tap and the fade. If I end up not using the Reaper's Toll for some reason, Let me try the Pride again. If you're going somewhere where there's no physical immunes, for sure. You got the concentration aura. You bum, come on. Easy cold planes. Go A. Get ready to rock here first. Just wrecked. If I did run this, which maybe I would definitely do P8 out here. Probably. This is my type of terror zone. Just so easy. Nothing to worry about. Let's not throw. Last Wish Pride. You lose 500 damage off of that one. It does have cold damage though. You just seen what happened right there, so. Torch runs, eh? I'm probably never doing another torch run in the history of single player P2R, to be honest. Players count affect random chest drops. I think so. Oh, here we go. Actually, a pack that's P8 now. Woo! Buddy. This guy's a beast over here. These guys got quite a large health pool, especially when they're level 100 terrorized or whatever. They're minions, so they're 1 or 2 levels higher, so they're 97 or 8. I think they're 97. I don't know. Maybe this would be more of a P3 situation. A little on the slow side. He has stone skin, or she, I guess, but. Loot filter, right? Any GG melee fools weapons? Melee. No, people don't really find those. I mean, somebody does, but they're so stinking rare. You know, like ethereal repair fools mod 2 open socket rare items. Like, if you're not running a bot or going on JSP with 250,000 forum gold, you're not really. Somebody does. I know someone's found this stuff. People's got pictures and this and that, but they're so hard to find. Like, that's not something you can actually expect to find. That's a cross your fingers and pray type of situation. Yeah, no ED on it. Yeah, that's getting the ED. Because I think, let's see, you want to get ED with the Fool's mod, which with the Fool's mod enhanced damage, you can only get a max of 300 ED, but then you want to get 40 increased attack speed, which I think you can get all those together. Then you want it to be ethereal with the repair mod at the bottom. It's like, that's a tough ask. Tough ask. Oh yeah, this is my type of terror zone, I'll tell you what. At least 220 on the ED. Yeah, you gotta have it up there for sure. Just found new content today. Pineapple. Legendary name. Oh, welcome in. That's such a specific item. Talking about the rare ethereal Fool's mod. Yeah. Yeah, it's always a toughie to find for sure. Anything like that. Let's see. This cave is terrorized right now too, right? Yeah. Kind of like the pits, pretty much. Yeah, that cold damage occasionally. When you're on higher players counts, he gets off a lot more hits. Cool thing about Frenzy is you don't need both hands all the time. On mold pox, jeez, what's taking so long over here?
I can't carry anymore.
Let's see, Alex T saying you really have to get more than 285 on the ED to make it better than using other normal things. I paraphrased there a little bit, but I think that's pretty much what you're saying. Oh, man, little mid rune's chopping off here. Unfortunately, we lost the Mercenary. We lost the Mercenary, of course, but little Ist rune, not a Zod rune. I almost said Zod. I meant to say Ist. Never mad about a mid. Unfortunately, we lost our Emilio, though, but it'll be all right. It will be all right. Why don't we go ahead and get him back? Swapped your Mercenary dying for an Istrune. Fair trade, right? I'd do that every time. Gotcha, Alex. Yeah, very, very well could be, for sure. I don't really utilize the like damage calculators and stuff like that. I don't usually play a lot of melee to be straight up, so. Merc's about to get ripped out of here again. Boy, these guys. I don't need it, but 100 small charm with hit recovery? Interesting. Some people would use stuff like that. Some people use that. Marty's like, see, you want to use that Zod. Maybe I'll hang on to it because it's interesting with two different things that are like quote-unquote usable. Getting some Tri-Res boots here. Pretty much guaranteed, am I right? Maybe not. Alex got a few more there. 3 more things, it looks like. The T-Mite and a couple others. Best of luck. You'll probably finish before I do, so. Beal. Yeah, I have, wait, do I have an Ethereal Lacerator on this single player? Actually, the very first Lacerator I ever found in my entire life was Ethereal. Back in LOD on single player, but I don't know if I have an Ethereal Lacerator on single player on D2R. I know I have the War Strike, or Shriek. War Strike, I guess. I pretty much have everything, all the other unique throwing weapons Ethereal, except for Lacerator, I believe. Maybe I do have an Ethereal Lacerator nowadays. I just simply can't recall. You been playing much ladder? I played ladder until just now, actually. This is the first day I've streamed when I wasn't playing ladder since the new season. The most recent season, I should say. Moggy, yo! Thank you for the Twitch Prime sub. Ooh. Love when people give me Jeff Bezos' money. The experience flying up here, jeez. Almost back to where I was before I died that one time. Spear mastery, ooh. Appreciate you, Moggy. Says thanks for the guides and stuff. Started playing after many years. Appreciate you. Thanks for watching. Sean Brown, very kind, very kind. You guys are too nice. Ooh, nice. Scrub said mid-runes flowing indeed. Yeah, for me they've been really. I mean, I found 3 of them today in a few hours here, so. Yeah. Dang, I kind of want to keep playing, but this is the time I kind of need to get off. Let's see if I have this Ethereal Lacerator. Just out of curiosity, I can't remember for sure. I think that's under melee and budget or something. Budget and caster, maybe? No, it's got to be under one of the melee characters. Can't be here. No. It's got to be melee 2, maybe? Nope. 295, 2 to Barb skills. Ooh, 40 IAS, 299 with 110 damage to demons. I love looking at some of these rare stuff that I haven't found anything perfect, but, you know, some of these are pretty neat. Such as this Ogre Axe. Ooh. Jinx. You're kidding, Jinx, right? Mosaic build video? I do not. Amount of characters, there's quite a few. Oh, I do have an Ethereal Lacerator. How about that? I don't remember finding this, but apparently I did. A couple Scalpers, could upgrade or whatever. Gimmer, War Shrike, Death Bit, could upgrade that. Demon Arch. That at Reaper's Toll I found not that well, just before the season started, I think. 192 roll too. The best one I have. A gatherer of trinkets. There's some things I keep just for the, you know, one day I'll use them for the lulls or something, you know. Where did the other melee one go? Check this one out. You guys are about to blow your mind holes. No sockets in this, by the way. 3 to light radius. No, it didn't get anything else on there. 418 enhanced damage as a standard roll. Like no Ohm Rune in it, no nothing. 418 ED, nothing in it Hydra Bow. Kind of nasty. Of course, 3 to light radius is an unfortunate roll to get on there, as it's worthless, of course, but that's pretty cool. Swish says if Fine Teals might make a character to use it. Probably, for sure, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy roll. Pretty crazy roll. Pretty crazy. This one's got 319. Yeah, because I know I forget the way exactly the rolls are, but I know if you get Fool's Mod, you can only get up to 300 because they're on the same roll or whatever. What else we got around here? 320 on this one, which I could upgrade to a Thundermaw if I wanted to. 40 with 275. Could upgrade that one as well. Ooh, This one's sick too. I wish the ED was a little higher, but Ethereal Cruel Thundermaw. Need to be ethereal to be good. Well, bows aren't usually ethereal from my understanding, but that's almost 1,000 damage unsocketed blue item. I thought that was kind of neat. But yeah, I was just showing some stuff off while I was here. Salamander, congrats on the griffins you finally found. Unfortunately, I gotta take off. Gotta go get lunch, make lunch for the kid. The youngest one, the older one's usually fine, but I'll go make some lunch. Gotta cut the grass, gotta do all that stuff. So it's been fun. Back on single player with the Frenzy Barb. Thank you all for joining me. Thank you for the generosity today. Super chats, the gifted memberships, Wicked Plumber, you absolute legend. Huge. The Twitch Prime subs. All y'all support the channel, make it possible for me to keep streaming and making videos all the time on this channel and be able to keep doing this full time as I do. So appreciate y'all so much. With that being said, peace out, ya legends. And don't forget, keep slaying. Woo. My mens.